Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today. Let's begin this day together with some inspiring thoughts from God's holy word.
Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you cleanse the outside of the cup and dish, but inside they are full of extortion and self-indulgence. Blind Pharisee, first cleanse the inside of the cup and dish, that the outside of them may be clean also. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you are like whitewashed tombs, which indeed appear beautiful outwardly, but inside are full of dead men's bones and all uncleanness. Even so you also outwardly appear righteous to men, but inside you are full of hypocrisy and lawlessness. Matthew chapter 23, verses 25 through 28. In this chapter of Matthew's Gospel, Jesus issues a scathing rebuke against the Pharisees of his day. Though they pride themselves on being the most knowledgeable of the law of God, they elevate themselves to a position seemingly exempt from its application. Jesus lashes out at their hypocrisy, saying that what they appear to be to others is not a true measure of who they truly are within. This truth has always provided a stiff challenge for humanity to face. Consider these thoughts from God is No Fool by Lois Cheney. I once watched a boy pretend he was a man. He looked cross and sober. He deliberately slowed and lowered his voice. He walked in mock dignity. He spoke in unpracticed profundity. He spoke of God and man and life and truth. He addressed like the man he would be, not like the boy he was. All went well until he giggled, and then his friends giggled, and the pretend was over. I once watched a man pretend he was a Christian. He was cross and sober. His voice was deep and deliberate. He walked in dignity. He spoke in practiced profundity. He spoke of God and man and life and truth. He dressed like the man he would be, not like the man he was. All went well until he giggled, and then his friends giggled, and the pretend was over. Sometimes I'm not at all certain that God has a sense of humor. What about you today? Do you seek to give off a certain persona that is not truly reflective of who you are? God does not like these kinds of games. This is what prompts Jesus to say, "For I say to you that unless your righteousness exceeds the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you will by no means enter the kingdom of heaven." Why not discontinue all spiritual pretense and determine to be God's person inside and out today?
This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
Once I drifted aimlessly away from the Lord, wandering farther from home each day. I heeded not repeated warnings, still rejecting God's word. Sin was leading me far away. I hear the Savior calling and say, "My child, hold me tenderly, reveal His saving love. Grace He drew so gently from me and taught me how He started me to heaven above, and now I'm singing praises on the way. I want to serve my Savior evermore, so I will follow where He leads me. Be true to His name, with happy saints His name adore. Now I trust Him, and from condemnation am free. I have given my Lord control. The wondrous peace of heaven constantly is given to me. Songs of gladness ring in my soul, my soul. I hear the Savior calling and say, "My child, hold me tenderly, reveal His saving love. By grace He drew me, draws me in time."